Hi, welcome to Mystic Moons. I hope everyone is fine and ready for a nice, interesting adventure. A nice ride into the rocky Kuiper belt of planet Earth. And today, we're not going to stay in any particular place, but we're going to rock the waves of turbulence, of directionless motion, round and round. We're not going on an orbit. We're just going to go wherever we won't get bumped. So, fasten your seatbelts, hop on board, and join kRaZy Time News. All right. Everybody ready? Now, kRaZy Time News is where we separate the BS from the SB. You know what the SB is. Statements broadcasted. So you get that. We separate the BS from the SB. Now, wars on all the fronts are doing well. Murder, destruction, organ harvesting, misery, they're right on schedule. Such is the work of demon-possessed people. Now, you sometimes wonder, like with so much atrocities, so much negative things, bad things, that these people that are possessed by demons, if they're still human, you wonder. It makes one wonder. Now, and especially why societies worldwide remain silent in calling for peace. Peace. And they're just quiet. Why can't they be, yelling and openly defying war and just ask for peace? So, as everything falls apart, as societies fall apart, we're in the call for more digitalization increases. Everything you do today is just an app. How you speak, and it trains how you speak, what's going in your head. It's just every single thing is an app. And you even wonder, how can people today think without an app, speak without an app, and even write without an app? It's really we are regressing as a race because we're having machines do everything. Now, Donald Trump is taking the reins as of today in a few weeks. And the first thing he said he's going to do is mass deportation. Let's do a reading about, will he actually do this, and what will it look like? All right. Mass deportation of 51, mind you, immigrants, newcomers, who have been getting money from the taxpayers. They've been getting housing, they've been getting food, travel, free. So they do realize that this free stuff is going to stop, because before they kick you out, they're going to stop you getting anything. So can you just imagine 51 million people being cut off? The spigot stops. Do you realize that that's an open recipe for chaos? What kind of chaos can even 1 million people do, let alone 51 million people? So we're just going to do a reading on how that 51 million people are going to all of a sudden see what it feels like to be a native USA person. Of course, they're not going to feel like a native US if he's not going to deport, as well as cut up all the free stuff. Today, citizens of the United States are struggling for housing, food, and everything else. So how will this take place? Or what will be the effect? All right. Now let's see. What is Donald Trump really going to, first thing on the agenda, deport the illegals, the people that cross the border without any invitation or papers or an ID or anything. Luggage. All right. Let's see now. Let's take this one. All right. Now, will Donald Trump, the first thing he will do as president, new president, mass deportation of the migrants, of the people that just came here, where there's the land of plenty, except for the people who live here and work here. All right. Now I have 4 cards here, 4 clues as to what. Let's see. The first card we get would be sneaky, the 7 of Swords. Well, that could mean that maybe it's all a bluff. Maybe it's all a bluff just to make people feel a certain way. The natives, the citizens, to feel a certain way. Maybe he doesn't really mean he's going to do that. Then we have the King of Wands. Let's say that's Mr. Trump himself. And he is trying to just fan the fire. And we have the 10 of Swords. That means he could have... maybe he's not just bluffing. Maybe he actually is trying to conceive a way to actually deport the people that cross the border illegally. And we have the Ace of Swords, which means there could be a lot of talk. The talk is I wouldn't say this is not happening. I wouldn't say with the Ace of Swords, this is not impossible. It looks like Mr. Trump, Donald Trump, is going to put a good show on to get rid of the migrants, the 51 million people who have come here. So it looks like he could very well he could walk the talk. I would say that there's a good chance trying to find ways to do it. And of course, we all know that you cost money to take people away. Transportation, gas, plane fare, planes. Who is going to be paid to do this? So those are the little details that he's trying to work out. I would say that Donald Trump is on a mission it's important to him to go through the motions of trying to achieve mass deportation. I wouldn't take it lightly, the fact that he says, I'm going to do that, because it seems, even though it's a burden, he is going to give it a shot. And so, next topic. Now, as it's well known that the human brain has been a topic, an experimentation topic, for over 100 years. Over 100 years, the human brain has been functioning as not just an organ between your ears, but as a lab testing. They've done it on other creatures, and they've also have done it on humans. So, after all, it's called the human brain. Now, did you realize that it is ongoing experimentation? And we have been experimented on with ionized radiation, which is Wi-Fi. Now, Wi-Fi, it sounds cute, doesn't it? Wi-Fi, very cute. But it is not cute. We don't really know of the health effects. Some of us are very sensitive. We get headaches around Wi-Fi. We can feel it trying to lock onto our brains. Well, do you know there's certain, we are electrical creatures. We are batteries. Just like the Matrix movie, we are batteries. We possess electricity naturally. And that's the circuit, the intertwining of this invisible force field, this invisible force is what we've been or being conditioned to react to. And it's called, if you've seen it, brain waves. Well, brain waves are measured how electrically with probes, with this, with that, and Wi-Fi. So, Wi-Fi can control your brain. It can make you feel happy or sad. It can make you feel antagonistic. It can make you feel compatible, blissful, stupid, smart. That's the power of Wi-Fi. Has it been used in these purposes? I'm sure. Experimentation. There is a clause in the Constitution that the American people, for instance, can be subjects, guinea pigs. So don't rule it out. Speaking of guinea pigs, let's talk about FEMA. We've heard about FEMA, right? FEMA, F-E-M-A, is an acronym. Now, they're supposed to, if something's happening, they're supposed to help. Well, apparently, FEMA does personalized viewpoints. And it was exhibited in the Carolinas, North Carolina specifically, and also Florida. Prior to the election of Donald Trump, his running mate, the Biden administration's vice VP, Kamala Harris. Now, if you happened to be in the path of a hurricane recently, and you had a sign that said, yo, go Bush, then you would be ignored. But if you had a sign, go Trump, then you would definitely be ignored. You got it? If they were told not to assist. They were told not to assist people who had pro-Trump signs. Petty. Even in time of chaos, moral anguish, we have left and right. Left and right. As if the popular vote given by these poor, the popular opinion given by these poor, wretched people was of any significance. However, it was called lesson. Bend the knee, bend the knee, bend the knee, bend the knee. That's an important thing, bending the knee. So we know that FEMA is not exactly I can't even say it was the Red Cross. FEMA is not exactly out to help without bias. That's weird, isn't it? It's very strange. For a country this big to morph into such petty little caves, like Plato's caves. It's kind of sad. But it's another indication of the USA and our failing infrastructure. Now, we all know that our housing, our bridges, our roads, everything needs rehabilitation, renovation. Today, the U.S. government, like last month, October, borrowed $255 billion. Borrowed? Well, we're already trillions of dollars in debt. And we have people that gimme. And there's another part of our decline. Jobs are down. We have many, many problems here in the United States. However, we're not over the slump yet. We're not. Are we truly? Are we beginning to wake up slightly waking up as we see machines? The robots are up. The robots, and they're trying to get excitement for the masses to feel, the people of the United States to feel, oh, exciting about robots. So far, we have robot cooks, robot waiters, robot doctors, robot lawyers, robot police, robot construction workers. We have robot teachers, machines everywhere, and we also have robot politicians. Which is why, if you think about it, they're pushing humanoid-looking robots. Now, why? I mean, if you think about it, why would they? Let's just do it. Let's just see. Why would they make robots that look like humans? Robots with legs and feet and hands, limbs, and walking. Why do I want my machine, my toaster, to walk up to me and give me the toast? I mean, I can do that much. I can get my own toast. Okay, I don't advise you to have a pit that you go, and take a wooden stick and toast your bread. I don't advise that. However, do I need all this machines? And when they have a robot machine that's walking humanoid, how much effort is it to put like a plastic body wrap around it to have like fat, skinny, tall, fit, trim, whatever type of looking human, as well as a plastic mask face? These masks are really good. Silicone can do great masks. You can't tell the difference. You can't tell the difference. You cannot, except for the ears. Now, what is the purpose? Let's do of having humanoid. Am I wrong? Am I not doing right thinking? Let's see now. We have all right. Why are these robots walking like humans? Except they walk kind of funny. They walk funny, don't they? Walk funny, and that's their giveaway. At this point, they kind of a little slow. I mean, humans are more chaotic, are more erratic. That's the difference. Can these machines, maybe if they walk among us, they can mime our chaotic selves? All right, now let's find out here's another again. Did another reading. Are these robots, what is the purpose of these humanoid robots? And should we sound the alarm about them? Or are we just going to go, oh, cute? All right, now we have here the Two of Pentacles. So they're meant to enhance us, robots. And you can see that if you do have a hip replacement or a knee surgery, that maybe we're turning into machines slowly. Maybe it's a union of human tissue and machines. And here we have the Hangman. It's like, don't go so fast. Don't think about that way. That's not healthy. That's not up for discussion at this point. However, being thinking creatures, we are still thinking it. And they're like being overjoyed that, become like, get this app, get this, more data, more surveillance, more this, more that, more digitalization. And these robots running on 2 feet, moving things with their arms, trying to be cute, dancing to like music, are the cat's meow. They are something that we crave. There's something that we can work together. And we have an upside down struggle. Don't sweat it. Just don't think about it. So I think that it's really important to think about this replacement theory, this add-on, this machine and human connection. Don't you think? I mean, it sounds crazy, but it is the times that we live in. Crazy times. And we are a data, not so much performance, we are a data rich society. And with all these scientific and technical advancements, is this all planned? All planned. And maybe it is all planned. All planned. Well, now keep your hat on because I have something else to really, really share. Now, we all heard of the MAGA movement, the MAGA movement, MAGA, MAGA movement. Now, and it's all being thought of as it's Donald Trump's movement. It's always being played down in all types of newspapers, online, etc. And you think that it's a bunch of hillbillies that, yeah, Donald Trump, yeah. Hey, it's more than that. It's not even, you're not even close. If you think that you have to be dumb to be a MAGA follower. And they don't want you. It's not really discussed about what is this red hat stuff. Like a cheap in China, China, but a cheap red hat over your head, and you're like following a portly orange colored man, elderly man around and going, yay, he's the man. No. I want to take you on a little trip here. A little trip. First of all, about 52 years ago, an indigenous tribe of Hopis. Hopis are Native Americans, one of the many, many groups of Native Americans. Now, they finally released 50-something years ago one of their prophecies. And it's all about the red hat. The red hat. And to show you that this red cap movement of MAGA is not made up of idiots, of hillbillies, of like beer drinking couch potatoes, but something much more, much more complicated and sophisticated. And also truly American, truly North American. Well, this prophecy that has been revealed 52 years ago. They made a video of it. You can go search for it and find it. The Hopi prophecy, HOPI, the Hopi Indians prophecy, made in 1972. Essentially, it's about a man who sports a red cap. Got it? A man who sports a red hat. Now, this man who sports a red hat will lead his country to a new age. Like almost like the Messiah. However, it's not all that. It's not peachy. And it's not without violence. It's not without wars. It's turmoil. For those who manage to survive, prophecy goes into detail, they will inherit a new age, a new thinking. And it's almost what's trying to birth now is a new group of people that realize that humanity has a lot to offer. And this man with a red hat, wars have started on both sides of the United States, a country in North America. Could it be Canada? No, I don't think so, because Trudeau's not wearing a red hat. But who is wearing a red hat? Who makes all his followers wear the red hat? Or suggest to them to wear a red hat? The red hat leader, the man who wears the red hat, will lead his country into destruction, rebirth, and more destruction. He will peel away the decrepit state of affairs. And in peeling away the decrepit state of affairs, he will take on the wars on both fronts. This could be Russia and China. And while they're all battling and destroying, now you often, let's stop for a moment. Just stop for a moment. Now, we all know the election happened in the month of November. And we also know that in the month of November 2024, that the U.S. Congress is going to review UFOs or UAPs. Get that? Okay. Now, this could be a coincidence. Red Hat and review of extraterrestrials who have been visiting our planet since it was probably made almost 5 billion years ago. Okay? But now is the time. Getting back to the prophecy. And let's go back to the U.S. Congress. They're going to say, yes, it's been happening. And every time in the news, you can hear, yes, we've seen this UFO, we've seen this, and it crashed, it did this, and did that, and did this, and here they are. We hear that, right? We hear that. However, the part that's kind of a little sad is after the people of this great and powerful, technically evolved scientific country is brought to its knees, but still fighting, still not like rolling over. No. The point is, then one day soon after both just battling, the skies become dark. Not because the sun is flipping. No. The skies become dark with a fleet of UFOs who have been on their way here. They are coming on their way here. A fleet. They will darken the skies and then they will stop everything. They will put their weapons into freezing all things. Because you know why? The right way is not being pursued. The right way, according to them. In fact, this group of beings are so far advanced than humanity. We will seem like ants to them, and they will trample and just pass judgment. The people that have really gone ho about all this destruction, wipe them out. So what? We don't need that branch. The people that try a little bit, try to like have some peace, clean up this mess. That will be their philosophy. Clean up this mess. And to those who manage to survive the cleanup and the extermination of the unrepented abusers of this beautiful, beautiful planet, and including the people, including the animals, the birds, the four-legged, the two-legged, the fishes, etc. They will just be wiped out. But it will happen in one day. When the earth is having turmoil from one end to the other, and there seems to be no winner, all of a sudden, bingo, bang. UFOs everywhere. It's been written about in scientific fantasy for a long time. And the Hopis have been banging this theory for a while. And it just so happens that Donald Trump wears a red hat. And it just so happens the U.S. Congress, the highest level of discussion, is having a theory or discussing UFOs. Is this the way future. I mean, it's a coincidence. Hope future. I mean, it's a coincidence. Um, the Hopi prophecy, the discussion of the reality for Americans of UFOs. Even though we know that there are like billions and billions, millions and millions and millions of galaxies and billions of planets, we're still going in the closet and coming out like, oh, we don't see nothing. We don't see nothing. However, look at this sophistication going on. This theater, this theater will, and for those, that's why it's so important to call for peace. Now, will there be level-headedness among us? We could have a reading. Will there be people who call for peace? Isn't peace the most important thing? As we have lunatics pushing nuclear war, we should be pushing nuclear disarmament because of what it might bring. Do you really think that one planet trying to extinguish itself is going to go unnoticed among the rest of the universe? The universe, not all the universe is dust, fairy dust. No. Well, the universe struggles. The universe is connected. The universe is going to shout out. Will the universe shout out? The universe is not going to be quiet. The universe is coming. We have the Seven of Swords, the universe. And the universe will show its strength. Members of the universe who don't want to see destruction, they don't want to see wars, they don't want to see grown men playing with machines, worshiping machines as opposed to the beauty of the human body, the beauty of animal body, the beauty of the nature that we live in, we exist in. Now, you can go, I heard enough of this. Perhaps. However, take heed. Crazy times are here. And look around you. What do you see? Do you see strength? Do you see subversion? Do you see talking about the struggles, Ten of Swords, the sneak things? Do you see that? No. We hear trivia. We hear nonsense. We hear a lot of BS. Well, I'm going to sign off now, but I gave everyone, when we take this plane, this shuttle trip, to think about these things. Why we have robots, why we're embracing machines, why we are embracing destruction, war. And think about the indigenous of 50 years ago, revealing to Europeans, to the others, about their prophecies of the red hat. I guess 50 years ago, how old was Donald Trump? 20-something? Probably 20-something. I mean, I doubt if he was thinking of wearing a red hat. So some scholars putting Native Americanism on the planet. Clever, isn't it? Very clever. Well, thank you very much. And I hope how Crazy Times news reaches you. Thank you very much.